Hey guys, I wanted to take a second and kind of explain my thoughts on the new rubber dummy trend that's going around. Whether you're using one of those bob type units that fits on the Wave Masters for you to strike, or whether you're using an actual rubber dummy with live ammunition, doesn't really matter. Same principle. I see a lot of people kind of going towards this trend. Not saying anything bad about it. It's I think it's good. It's anatomically correct. Good way to go. No problem. However, the order of operations when you're learning something is that you go through the process of learning a technique, then you want to validate that technique. And by validate that technique, it requires you to actually get out there and fight against somebody in a force-on-force environment to figure out how this is going to work. Does it actually work? Once you've got that technique validated, then you can go ahead and you can go grab your bob or shoot rubber dummies with live ammo or whatever it is you want to do, because now what you're doing is you're building in repetitions for the technique that you've just learned, that you've already validated. The problem is, and what I see the trend kind of going towards now, is guys are skipping that crucial middle step of force on force. They go out there, they'll learn a technique, usually off the internet, or maybe they'll just kind of pull it out of thin air, it doesn't really matter. And then they'll go over to a rubber dummy and start doing that thing and practicing that technique. Here's the problem. I don't care how fast you do the technique. A technique that is done really fast but is wrong is still a bad technique, it's just done really fast. If you're not going to actually take the time to validate it in force on force and actually figure out, does this technique actually work? I don't care how anatomically correct the target is that you're using, but if you're not going to go through the process of actually seeing what does this look like against a moving target while I'm in motion, while I'm trying to clear my garment, while I'm delivering strikes, while he's striking me, all of these factors, if you're not going to go through the process of doing that, then all you're doing is building in repetitions for a bad technique, which ultimately, that's the last kind of technique that you want to write to your subconscious as being a conditioned response. So, wanted to kind of throw that out there. You guys think about it. Use the tools that are out there in the world. We have so many resources that are available to us nowadays for live training. Good quality training, whether it be airsoft or simunitions or those bob dummies or rubber dummies. It doesn't really matter. We have so many tools and resources available to us to train properly, but let's not forget the most crucial tool that we have, and that's the ability to actually shake hands with somebody and test that in an environment that requires us to get hit in the face and requires us to hit him. So if you're skipping that step, you could be writing a bad technique to your subconscious, and that's the last place that you want to test that technique out, is when your life depends on it. So, all right, train hard.